Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everything's fine. For those who don't know me, my name is Summer, a literature student at the Faculty of Education English Department. So I mainly study everything about English and I'm eager to teach English in a different, funny and interesting way. Before going deeper into today's video, I want to highlight certain things. First, Arabic is more complicating than learning English. Yes, as you heard, it has endless rules. It's really difficult to learn and it takes time. But the good thing in learning English is that it only needs one thing: practice. So, the more you practice, the more you will be better and perfect in learning English. The second thing I want to highlight is not to be ashamed of yourself because you're not able to speak English properly. It's totally normal because at the end of the day, we are not native speakers of English. Our mother tongue is Arabic. You make mistakes, I can make mistakes. It's totally fine. Once you know this fact, you will definitely feel more better about yourself and you will be more eager to learn English. So don't worry about that, it's totally fine. Deal? The last thing I want to highlight before starting is our perspective about English. My professor told me once, unfortunately, we teach English in most cases as a subject, not as a language. As a subject, I mean, the teacher tells the student, he, she, it takes S. You have to memorize that, guys, and you have to pour all what you have in the paper, and after the exam, everything will be evaporated. This is not acceptable, guys, because this is not a goal in English. When you learn English, you have to bear in mind that you have to learn it as a language, as a means of communication. I'm not asking you guys to be perfect in English. I'm asking you to be understandable. Once you are understandable, you will be able to communicate with other native speakers of English. As I told you at the very beginning, we are not native speakers of English. So, all what I need from you is to be understandable, to be able to communicate. I will try to make this easier as much as possible on this channel. So, let's go now to the topic of today's video. So the points that I'm gonna tackle today are: number one, what's meant by sound and how it's different from a letter. Number two, what's the difference between Arabic and English sounds. Number three, why Arab learners make mistakes when they learn English, and this is really important because once you know the reason, you will avoid it and this will help in your learning. Number four, I'm gonna teach you today the consonant sounds in English. The vowel sounds will be in another video because it's a little bit more complicating. So let's start now with the consonants. And the last thing, I'm gonna give you a paragraph and we are going to read it together to make sure that you are able to pronounce each and every consonant sound properly in English. So, what's a sound? A sound, it's something that's heard. And what's a letter? A letter is something that's written. So easy, right? But here we go, the next thing. English letters, or English has 26 letters. It has 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and the rest are consonants. What about the English sounds? English has 44 sounds. Shocked? This is the real thing. It has 44 sounds. The reason behind that is that we have 20 vowel sounds, not 5 vowel letters in the English letters. It's totally different. And that's why we have to know that the spoken English is really different from the written one. By now we know how many sounds are found in English. What about Arabic? Arabic has 36 sounds. And from the 36 sounds, we only have 8 vowels. And I think it's apparent now why Arab learners make mistakes. Because there is a great discrepancy between the vowel sounds in English, which are 20 vowel sounds, and the vowel sounds in Arabic, which are only 8 vowels. So, what's meant by a consonant sound? A consonant sound, it's a sound that's articulated through a complete or a partial closure of the vocal tract. Again, it's a sound that's pronounced without allowing a full amount of air to be out of my mouth when pronouncing it. I'm going to give you a simple example. When I pronounce the letter, or the sound T in T, my teeth is not allowing the whole amount of air to be out of my mouth. But the vowel, it has a continuous flow of air. When I pronounce the sound, the vowel sounds E in T, I'm saying E. So I'm allowing the whole amount of air to be out of my mouth. You got it? We have 24 consonant sounds in English, and we are going to start with the P sound. The P sound is a voiceless sound. What's meant by a voiceless sound? I mean it has no friction in the vocal cords when you are pronouncing the sound. Get your finger on your throat and start to say P. If there is no friction here, so you are pronouncing this sound correctly. And if you want to make sure that you are pronouncing this sound correctly, get a tissue paper and put it here and start to say P. P. If you can see that there is an amount of air pushing the tissue paper, so this means that you are pronouncing this sound correctly. So, if you would mind, repeat after me, please. Play, play. Spotify, Spotify. WhatsApp, WhatsApp. Penguin, penguin. Let's now take the tissue again and pronounce the sound B, B. Have you noticed that there is no air pushing the tissue? Yes, there is. This is the difference between P and B. B is voiced. I mean there is friction here in the throat when you are pronouncing it. B. I'm saying B. So we have example as book, book, rainbow, rainbow, burger, burger. So, what's the difference between these two sounds in English and in Arabic? In Arabic, we don't have the P sound. We only have the B sound. And that's why in most cases, we say sometimes party, problem, not party and problem. Can you see the difference? It's not your fault. This sound is born in our language. And that's why sometimes we make mistakes. But once you know the right answer now, you're not gonna make it again. So let's move now to the second pair, which is T and D. T, T is voiceless, and we have this sound actually is found in our language, so it's not difficult to learn. So repeat after me, please. Tumbler, tumbler, toy, toy. And the other sound, which is the sound, it's voiced. We have examples like duck, duck, diamond, diamond, deer, deer. So, after knowing these two pairs, when we compare these two sounds to the Arabic ones, there is no major difference between them, but I'm gonna give you the example and you will notice that. When I say T, this is an English sound, but when I say T, this is an Arabic sound. When I say D, this is an English sound, When I say the, this is an Arabic sound. So the main difference is the place of articulation, from where I'm pronouncing the sound t and d. In the English sound, I'm putting my tongue before my teeth. But in the Arabic sound, I'm putting my tongue between my upper and lower teeth. So it won't cause like a great or a major problem when you pronounce such a sound, but you have to pay attention to its place of articulation. Let's move now to the next pair, which is sh and j. Sh sound is voiceless. We have examples like shoes, shoes, relation, relation, ship, ship. The other sound, j, is voiced, and we have examples like beige, beige, decision, decision. These two sounds, when we compare these two sounds to the Arabic one, we do not have the j sound in colloquial Arabic. We only have it in the standard Arabic. And that's why sometimes when we say the word beautiful, we say jamil. We don't say jamil. Although we have this sound in the standard Arabic, but in our everyday language, we say jamil. We replace it with the g sound. Now, if we mix the t sound with the sh sound, we're gonna have another sound which is ch. Ch. It's voiceless sound, and I'm starting with pronouncing the t sound and then going through the other sound which is sh sound. So it's ch. We have examples like chips, chips, not chips. You have to pay attention to this difference. If you went to a native speaker and told him, I ate chips today, probably he's gonna run away. So you have to pay attention. Chips is totally different from chips. We have other examples like channel, channel, change, change. Now let's move to the next sound, which is j, j. J is voiced, and we have examples such as edge, edge, jacket, jacket, gentle, gentle. In colloquial Arabic, we do not have this sound, and that's why we replace it with a sound which is close to j, which is j. We say gentle, just, jacket. So we have to pay attention. It's gentle, just, jacket. Let's move now to the next pair. It's so easy. The k sound and the g sound, we already have these two sounds in Arabic, so it's not difficult to learn. We have the k sound, it's voiceless. We have car, car, carpet, carpet. And we have g sound, it's voiced. We have garbage, garbage, groom, groom. The next pair is f and v, f and v. F is voiceless, and we have examples such as fan, fan, far, far. The other sound, v, it's voiced, and actually it's not found in the colloquial Arabic, and that's why we sometimes replace it with the f sound. We can say van, van. It's different from fan, van. Vapor, vapor. Vase, vase. The next pair that we have is the s, z, th, and th. But I'm gonna teach you the s sound with the th and the th sound with the z sound. When it comes to s and th, both sounds are voiceless, but the difference is in the place of articulation. S and th. I'm gonna give you a simple example. When I say, like, if an Arab learner made a mistake and said, I think that this is important. I think that this is important. Probably if you said that to the native speaker, he's gonna run away again. So you have to pay attention to this difference. I have to say, I think that this is important. Think is totally different from think. And the next pair, which is z and th, we say brother, not brother. Brother, not brother. You have to put your tongue between your upper and lower teeth. And we have in the, we have examples such as zoo, zoo, zombie, zombie. The next sound that I'm gonna teach you are 3 sounds, and I'm gonna teach them together because they share a common feature. We have and These 3 sounds are called nasal sounds. What's meant by nasal sounds? They are the sounds that are produced by a resonation in the nose. What's meant by the word resonation? I mean the sounds that are produced by the amount of air filled in the nose. So you will feel vibration in your nose when you pronounce these sounds. So we say Let's set aside the last sound because we do not have it in Arabic, so it's difficult to pronounce somehow. But the m sound, we already have it in Arabic, and we have examples like mother, mother, meme, meme, mountain, mountain. And we have the n sound. We have nurse, nurse, none, none. The third sound, which is ng sound. How you pronounce it? You lower your jaw a little bit lower, like you lower it a little bit, and your tongue will be sticked in the upper palate of the mouth. So the air will pass through your nose instead of passing through your mouth. I'm sorry. So you say ing, not ing. We do not have the g sound. It's ing. Let's practice now. We have examples such as ring, ring. It's not ring. It's not ring. It's ring. We have long, long. We have finger, finger. Why I said g sound in finger? Because we have the g sound in finger plus the ing sound. So if you have noticed, I said finger, finger. I pronounce the ing sound first and then I go next to the g sound. Finger. So m, mountain, n, none, ing, ring. The next sound we have are so easy to learn because they are already found in Arabic. So the first one that you're gonna start with is h sound. H sound. We have examples such as house, house, heart, heart, humble, humble. We have the next sound, which is l sound, l sound. We have lamb, lamb, lucky, lucky, lord, lord. The next sound is w sound, w sound. We have window, window, what, what. The next sound we have the y sound, y sound. We have an example like yacht, yacht, yellow, yellow. The last sound we have today is the r sound, r sound. We have examples such as letter, letter. We have writing, writing. A tip and trick from me to sound like a native speaker: if you want to pronounce the r sound perfectly at the very beginning of the word, try to narrow your mouth a little bit when you are pronouncing. Like, I need you please to close your eyes and listen to me and decide which word that I'm gonna say today, like now, sounds more English. So close your eyes and I'm gonna say writing, writing, and then writing, writing. Now open your eyes. At the very beginning I said writing, writing. I didn't narrow my mouth. But in the second one I said writing, writing. So try at least to narrow your mouth a little bit to sound like more as a native speaker. Now we have finished all the consonant sounds finally. And the last thing that we are gonna do together, I'm gonna get you a paragraph and we're gonna read it together to make sure that you have maintained pronouncing all the sounds perfectly. Okay? So the passage I got is from book Everything's Book. So listen to me, and the paragraph the words will appear here. Okay? To build and maintain hope, we need three things: sense of control, a belief in the value of something, and community. Control means we feel as though we are in control of our own life, that we can affect our fate. Values means we find something important enough to work toward, something better that's worth striving for. And community means we are part of a group that values the same things we do and is working toward achieving those things. Without the community, we feel isolated, and our values cease to mean anything. Without values, nothing appears worth pursuing. And without control, we feel powerless to pursue anything. Lose any of the three, and you will lose the other two. Lose any of the three, and you lose hope. So here we come to the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope that you have benefited from the consonant sound in English. And forgive me if I have any slips in the language. It's my first video to appear with my face, so I'm a little bit confused. So I hope you like to enjoy the rest of your day, and maybe I'll be ever in your favor. And thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.